NoSo Connection. It's time for another draft day here on our multi-channel platform. We're on YouTube if you're watching on video, and audio on all podcast applications, except for those cowards over at Spotify under NoSo Connection. JT and Ryan are here to lead the way yet again. Ryan, we're back. You had mentioned it last time. We had an 8-month hiatus. We returned with a fun episode drafting wrestling television throughout history, and tonight we have something along the same lines.
Yes, we are drafting WWE/NXT, but the WWE umbrella pay-per-views, PLEs, whatsoever. So pretty much, if I want to draft, let's say, the King of the Ring, if there was a King of the Ring pay-per-view, it would fall under my draft pick. And I'm pretty much, if I'm going to a desert island, I am bringing this array of pay-per-views with me to watch. If I'm building my own network, I'm drafting these pay-per-views to put it on it. So pretty much that is what we're going with here.
Yeah, and there's not too many parameters around it. Like you mentioned NXT, so like TakeOver is kind of 1 through 36, right? That's TakeOver. And then there's other ones that are by name. So if you want to take the Stand and Deliver catalog, you get those. If you want to take Judgment Day, you get all the Judgment Days, and then you arrange them from there. So I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce our guest this week, Ryan. Who do we got with us tonight?
Yes, you're a good person, close enough friend, Marcus from WWE War, Wrestling Above Replacement. So, Marcus, what's up, buddy?
My tag team partner, Monsoon.
I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be here. Happy to do this draft. I will definitely say War has probably helped me pay attention to some shows that I probably wouldn't have before. So I feel a little bit better prepped than I would be otherwise.
It'll also make you hate wrestling. Some of them we have to watch.
That too.
you low-key did homework for this without even knowing. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
It's
a pretty good back catalog.
Yeah, no doubt. And our final guest here is a guy that I've come close with in the last few months here. He's done some previews with me, done some post shows with me. And that is Jay X Cruz. Jay, what's up, buddy?
How you guys doing? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt. So, Justin, why don't we pull up the randomizer here and figure out the order that we got going on here?
I had number 1 pick last time, which I'd rather have had it tonight, but we'll see if we get it on this one.
This is definitely a clear one for me, but we'll see where it goes. Ready, set, randomize. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? What do you hear? What do you say? But I have number 1. Jay has number 2. Justin has number 3. And Marcus has number 4. All right. I said it's easy. It is. I'm taking the granddaddy of them all. WrestleMania 1 through 41. Some of the most iconic history. Oh, you're not going to let it rip? All right. But anyways,
Quick, name every match of WrestleMania history, Ryan. You've done it before. You can do it again.
Oh, my God, Justin. We counted out all 102 WrestleMania matches of all time.
102. It was 402.
402. Jesus Christ. In each short, we did that. That was a lot of work. But it's what kicked off our YouTube channel. So it kind of worked. It was worth it to an extent of sanity. But, yeah, I don't want to be like corny and say you can't write wrestling history without WrestleMania, but you cannot write wrestling history within the WWE without WrestleMania. Some of the most iconic moments of all time. Clear 1-1. You could make a case for maybe another one to be one for based off like taste, but this one is number 1. So Jay, on to you for number 2, buddy.
Number 2, I am going to go with SummerSlam. So I feel like SummerSlam is like right there with WrestleMania, especially during the summer. Again, some epic SummerSlam matches, some great moments. Obviously not up there with like WrestleMania, but I think SummerSlam is a good close second to some of the best WWE moments that we can think of.
It has a little bit better quality. It is a mini. Now how you look at it with the 2 nights, it is a mini WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I think it's top 3. But anyways, I get that.
Look, Marcus and I on War are going through a lot of these, right? And SummerSlam, I think on our top 10 shows right now, 5 of them are SummerSlams, like all time.
It's sneaky fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, there's that one SummerSlam during the Ruthless Aggression with like Shawn Michaels versus Triple H and Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle. Like that SummerSlam, I feel like nobody can really touch
Brock,
that one. So Rock and Brock, and then I think it also had Chris Benoit versus RVD, which is another classic. So I feel like SummerSlam is up there that can compete with WrestleMania. So I'm gonna go with SummerSlam on that.
All right. I was hoping you were gonna make my decision easier, Jay, because SummerSlam I had 4th on my list, and these two that are last, I was hoping you'd take one and make my choice easy. But there's only one. I think there's only one I could take here, and that is, of course, the Royal Rumble. I think it's the second best pay-per-view of the year. You get so many classic moments and Rumble matches, and to me, the Rumble match is the highest baseline match in wrestling that you get. Like, you're going in with at least like a 3.5 to 3 and 3. Like, you're out of the gate, you already know it's going to be really, really good. Like, there's a couple bad Rumbles, and most are really good to all timers.
Yeah.
So, plus, you get a lot of good singles matches on the undercards and a lot of cool, memorable stuff. And I'll tell you, the deciding factor for me to do it was to really test my tag team partner Marcus's mettle. We all know his love-hate with NXT. Does he take it? Does he take TakeOver, or does he leave it on the board? Let's find out.
We'll see.
As great as the TakeOver shows are, I'm a bit of a traditionalist, and I'm going to go with the Survivor Series.
So the big four.
I knew if I had the chance to grab Survivor Series, I would, probably based off the strength of Survivor Series 96. Just an all-time show. So being able to have that in my catalog, and then just plenty of shows, if I'm stuck on an island, plenty of shows I can just watch and mindlessly entertain myself with. Survivor Series 89 is one of them, like the Hasbro show. 90, 91, 92, 93, my first pay-per-view I ever saw. So, gotta go Survivor Series, which also means
so many moments.
Get to go back to back.
You do, buddy.
You do.
Okay. All right. So I've got the Survivor Series, and with my next pick, we might have our first pick that's not chalk. I'm going to go with One Night Stand.
Oh, good one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's strictly based off the strength of 05 and 06, but even 07 was a pretty good show. I think that's the RVD Orton stretcher match.
I love that match.
That's a good one.
That whole show secretly slaps, so give me the run of One Night Stand.
Yeah, that's a great pick. I wasn't jumping off the page right away, but that's a really good one. Like you said, 05, 06 alone make it. And then there's not that many, so it's a tight catalog. I think there's only like 4. Is it 08 is the last one, I think, maybe, or 09? There's not that many of them, so it's a tight run.
Yeah, but it's definitely worth it for 05.
That's what I mean. It makes it better because you don't get years into those crappy years of like bad ones. You get like 2 iconic shows and then like 2 really good ones, and you're
definitely
out.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this ended up being the catbird seat. I don't get Mania, but I got the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to take NXT TakeOver. I think you have to. There's too many great TakeOver matches and shows. I had the right guy after me. Probably the only guy here that would have not taken TakeOver 4. My strategy paid off because I think he would have taken the Rumble if I took TakeOver.
Oh, so hands down, yeah.
Definitely worked out. So if it's on the board, you're going to take it. It's too many good ones.
So I'm going to – this is probably going to be a sleeper, but I am taking King of the Ring.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
So, again, if you're trapped on an island, it's tournament-based. You can have so many different matches you can watch. Some great King of the Ring matches out there. Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart. Owen Hart winning the King of the Ring. And then Hell in the Cell. Mankind versus The Undertaker. Some great one-on-one matches on all those King of the Ring pay-per-views. So I'm going to go with King of the Ring as my second pick.
All right, my second round pick. I am going to
Are we give him King and Queen of the Ring as well? Does he get everything?
You can have it. You can have it.
You can have King and Queen.
Even better. Great.
I would not want to upset the Saudi Prince. He is in your catalog for sure. All right, with my second round pick, I am going to go with like the last traditional pay-per-view here, the last annual pay-per-view. I liked it better at WrestleMania, but there's still plenty of moments, and I still get excited for Money in the Bank when it comes across every year. Is it diluted? Absolutely. It's been a pay-per-view where we get 2 every year since 2016. And before that, we were getting 2 every year since 2010 with the brand split, right? I enjoy the match more at WrestleMania, but I can't take away CM Punk versus John Cena in 2011, all-time pay-per-view match in company history. Add in it's like a Royal Rumble in a way too in the summer. So it's not my favorite, but I'm getting fantastic value.
And I think we did good. I think we took the top 8 that you would look at. Like, I think we nailed the first 2 rounds here for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. It's curious. Like if it's your 2 versus my 2, your 2 versus my 2. I'm curious where people would land voting wise so far, because I think it's pretty equal. It's like a fantasy football snake draft. You like your own preference, and then how do you build the rest of your roster? And I'm going to go unique. I think it's early, but I don't care. I don't think it would get back to me. I'm going to take the sleeper early based off the quality of the Shawn Michaels and Undertaker match. I'm going Bad Blood because I get the In Your House catalog of Bad Blood 97. Do I get the Brian Pillman death? Is that on the board?
Yes, I think it's tied enough to that show that you get it.
Okay, all right. Unfortunately, I get the last.
You get Headstrong by Trapped from 03.
Headstrong. CM Punk last year versus Drew McIntyre. That extra
that was a good one too.
Rock return at the end, and then 03, 04 Headstrong. Kevin Nash match is
okay.
Good.
Yeah, but you do get Shawn and Triple H.
I do get Shawn.
You do get Shawn and Triple H. Yeah,
I didn't want to bring it up, but the start of Hell in a Cell with the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, it's the best Hell in a Cell match, unless you want to take Foley. And then last year with Punk and Drew was an all-time there as well. Am I early? Perhaps, but I don't think I'd see it again, and I really wanted it. So Bad Blood for me in the 3rd round.
All right, so I'm going to go with possibly another sleeper, and I know we're probably going to say it, so I'm going to go with Backlash. I'm taking Backlash. I mean, some of the most iconic rematches after WrestleMania, like Batista versus The Undertaker. I mean, you had Edge versus John Cena. I mean, so many and then all the most recent ones too. So many great rematches from WrestleMania that kind of like set the bar.
That's what carries it. You nailed it. It's like you get all those Mania rematches, and
exactly.
sometimes
they're better.
I would say they're better, because they have like the pressure is a little bit less and the expectations are less. So
and the table set. Look at WrestleMania and look at 99. It's better than WrestleMania 15, which is good.
And you get Steamboat Jericho, which is a sneaky great match.
Which is a sneaky great match.
Are moved along further.
Yeah.
Which helps.
So that's how it went. The 3rd one, so Backlash for me.
All right, I'm pretty excited this one fell to me. I think there's some tougher stuff in there, but I think the hit rate's pretty high on the main matches of Elimination Chamber. You get a lot of great chamber matches throughout, which is probably up there with Money in the Bank and the other gimmick matches. You also get like stuff like Roman and Sammy from 23, and they're even whatever, like Cena's turn right this year. So like there's a lot of sneaky cool stuff kind of buried in these shows on the road to Mania, and you get a litany of chamber matches. So like to me, again, the baseline on the chamber matches is pretty high. It's rare to get one below 3.5, 3 3/4 in there. You get some real all-timers too. So I think that's a nice bonus slot for me that I thought would be gone by this point. So I'm happy to take it.
This draft is kind of falling in your lap, Justin.
It is. I love it. There's one. If I get my next one, I'll be really happy. We'll see if Marcus snipes it.
Fuck him, Marcus. Fuck him. Take it. What do you
Don't take Wrestling Classic, Marcus. Don't do it.
It's in my wheelhouse. I'm gonna take Vengeance.
Damn it! That was mine. That was the one I was gonna say.
Okay,
that's a good one. So many good Vengeance shows.
Yeah, the Vengeance shows are really good. The one that sticks out to me is 2002. Which again is right.
3 is great. 5's great. 01, you get the title stuff. There's a lot of Vengeance is a sneaky good show. That was
04 is really good too. Yeah.
I had to pick that or Chamber I wanted to make sure I got one of them, and that was it.
To start off the next round, my first pick is going to be. There's only 3 of these shows. Give me Fully Loaded.
Okay.
Ooh.
They are all in the hot period of the Attitude Era, 98, 99, 2000, gets replaced by Invasion, so I don't get that. But I think especially Fully Loaded 2000 is a great show, and I love 98. You get the tag match with Kane and Mankind taking on Undertaker and Austin. You get a cool preview of SummerSlam coming up. It's the partners that don't get along aspect before that really got overdone. And
Is that
99 is
the
also a
stable
fun
show
show too.
with the handprints?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, a little purview, Marcus. I see you.
All right, a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything.
You are on
So,
a desert island, I will say.
yeah, gotta have content, gotta make it last. So, yeah. Vengeance, and then Fully Loaded.
All right, so I'm going to pick up where Marcus left off with One Night Stand. I'm going to take Extreme Rules, which pretty much is born out of One Night Stand. And there's a lot of classic matches. You get Cena Brock at 12. You get all the different kind of gimmicks that they roll out there with the matches. Was it Rollins and Orton, I think, have a good cage match in one of them. Reigns and AJ in 16 is really good. So you kind of, it almost picks off where Backlash it was for a couple of years as well, where you kind of get the Mania rematches in there as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff littering throughout Extreme Rules. And as we get to this point, you're kind of, picking what you can get at some of these. But I think Extreme Rules has a higher hit rate than a lot of other shows.
I'm going to go with Battleground.
So you get the NXT too.
Yep.
Oh, okay. The reason I picked Battleground because I got to see the one live in Washington, D.C. where it had the Shield triple threat match. I got to see Sammy and KO live. So just let alone on that, and some of the other Battlegrounds had such epic matches. I mean, you had the Usos versus the Wyatt in that 2 out of 3 falls match. Then you had the Fatal 4-Way with like John Cena, Randy Orton, Kane, and Roman Reigns. So a lot of sleeper matches on there, a lot of great, one-on-one matches. So I'm gonna go with Battleground. And then I didn't think of NXT Battleground, so but I think that was NXT 2.0. So I don't know how excited we can be about that, but yeah.
Well, it's a Mandy Rose defense. We'll give it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm assuming. All right, I'm here, and I'm going to start my ladder to end the third round. I'm going to go with No Way Out. Started as In Your House in 98, and it was continuous all the way to 09, and then I had a final one in 12. It's really is the staple to the road of WrestleMania. It cleans up the Royal Rumble, and you have a bunch of historical stuff as well. And Justin, you talked about the quality of Elimination Chamber, and this was that before Elimination Chamber's name took over. So I'm going to go with No Way Out. And they always had like awesome posters. I can remember the one with Daniel Bryan and AJ, and with the Shark Tank with Jeff Hardy, and so on and so forth. So and they had that really cool 4-way with like where Sean got hurt right before and Savio.
You get 2000 as well. Triple H and Cactus is really good.
Yeah, the career match, no doubt. Kurt Angle and The Rock.
Hell in the Cell.
That. Yeah, and then I got the Rock and Hogan rematch too in 03. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really like Bischoff versus Stone Cold. It's fun, right? So yeah, it's a low key under the rated thing, and I'm gonna kind of take it as the stable to the road to WrestleMania. All right, and to start the fourth round, again, I don't know if this is early, but I'm gonna go Stand and Deliver. I think WrestleMania weekend, NXT, it's TakeOver light. You don't have the catalog that TakeOver does, but you get a TakeOver presentation from modern day NXT, and it's their WrestleMania. So there's probably a plethora of great matches in there as well. And I've been to a few, on WrestleMania weekend, and they always deliver. So Stand and Deliver to kick off the fourth round.
I'm going to go with TLC. Tables, ladders, and chairs. They've had some pretty decent matches on there. And stairs, sure. Why not? If you guys will give me that. But again, it had AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose in a very good TLC match. And then it had the Shield with Kurt Angle versus who was it? The Authority, I think Kane. Can't remember who that was. And then I believe it had the Shield's debut match. So, I will go with TLC. So, yeah.
Oh, it was the Shield's debut match. That's and December's like let's punt it towards Royal Rumble season. But the guys always went out there and had good matches. It was just weird timing, but it is a good catalog for sure. It cleans up a lot of stuff heading into Rumble season.
It does. So, and then a lot of good matches on there too. So CM Punk versus Miz and Alberto Del Rio too is another one up there.
All right. I'm going to take Judgment Day, which is a larger catalog than you may think. There's a lot of them, 98 to 09. But you get 2000, which has The Rock, Triple H, Iron Man, plus some other good stuff in the undercard. You also get 02, which has one of my favorite matches, RVD and Eddie Guerrero. It's great on that show. 04, you get Eddie and JBL in the
Yeah.
bloodbath match before the bull rope, which is a lot of fun. 05, you get Cena, JBL in their bloodbath match. So there's a lot of sneaky big matches that happen at Judgment Day. And I think, was it 04, Marcus, we did that we were like pleasantly surprised on War? Remember it finished kind of sneaky high, I think it was. So I think you get some decent stuff. The first one's kind of rough in 98, but after that, you get on a little bit of run where you at least get like one classic match each time on the show. And even 03, Brock and Big Show on the stretcher is a lot of fun too. So
I think it made those fun too, because there was actually like when they actually split the two, Raw and SmackDown, and it was specifically just like a one branded show. I think that also helped it out a lot too. So they had a lot of good Judgment Day, so especially when they split the brands, which was an actual brand split. So those were really, really good.
All right, Marcus, you get 2 here.
All right. I'm going to take No Mercy. They start to trail off towards the end, but I think they're pretty front loaded. You get the great ladder match with Edge and Christian versus the Hardys in the tit. You get that sweet triple threat that we covered where RVD should have won in 2001. But that show was good. Great match there. No Mercy 02, I think, is an all-timer brand specific pay-per-view show. You get the awesome tag match with Angle and Benoit versus Ray and Edge for the SmackDown tag titles. And then you also get, I think, the best Hell in a Cell match, Brock versus Undertaker, the first one that they had, which is a complete bloodbath. And then you get more brand specific stuff, not offensive stuff as you get into 03, 04, 05. So give me no Mercy there. And then
NXT as well. There are a few No Mercies. I think they did a couple.
I get NXT, and I think the one from
Ilya and Carmella had an awesome match on No Mercy.
Is there a Becky Tiffany Stratton?
I think it was the same show. Actually,
match.
23.
Yeah, I think so. I think they were on one of the NXT. Yeah.
You also get that random SmackDown one, and like, is it 16 when they do the reboot? Is that No Mercy where it's like Dolph? And, it was like, or whatever for the SmackDown title. I think
it was. I think that's where AJ won his first title. So yeah, that's when they brought that. Wait, was it No Mercy? No, I'm thinking Backlash.
I think that one's like a Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Sneaky good value, Marcus, that closed the 4.
Thank you. And then my last pick. So I try to find some more value here. I just take a personal favorite. There is only one, but it's one I gotta have. I gotta have In Your House Canadian Stampede.
Damn, I was gonna take it.
Damn,
that was my next pick.
That's a good one. That's a good
well
one.
Time, Marcus. Fuck JT, man. The whole draft fell to him.
It's only one.
I already had it typed in.
As an Uber Mr. Hitman fan, it's like the all-star moment for the Hearts. It is truly a homecoming. Them coming out one by one on the stage, wrapping up with Brett, and then heading into the mouth of hell to face the Americans. Great stuff, and the rest of the show is excellent as well. So all-time atmosphere. Can't wait to cover it on War. Looking forward to it. But yeah, Canadian Stampede.
Cheap plug. I listened to that today for Warzone, Justin.
It was a fun recap doing it with Chad. It was great rewatching it. Definitely holds up. The main event's 5 stars. It's a really good pick. I did have a backup in case Canadian Stampede went. I'm going with the same concept, just taking a one and done, and I'm going to take one of my favorite pay-per-view opening videos of all time.
Yeah.
And that is St. Valentine's Day Massacre 1999.
Big Show's debut.
Vince McMahon's first in-ring match against Stone Cold Steve Austin. The rest of the show is kind of forgettable. Mankind of Rock is all right, but just getting Austin McMahon in that cage is Big Show's debut and all that. Like, it's an all-time classic, and this video package is one of the best ever. Go watch it on YouTube right now. Pause. Check it out, or when we finish this, go check it out. There is one other one-off I debated taking, but I couldn't pass up that video package.
All right, so looking at this, I don't know if it's Clash of Champions and Night of Champions. Those are two separate ones, right?
Yeah,
we're gonna keep those aside. So I'm going to go with Night of Champions.
Yeah, that's the better choice, I think, of the two.
Yeah, definitely Night of Champions. I feel like it just some of the matches just hold up a little better. It's you have Sting versus Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. When Seth Rollins had to fight, Sting and John Cena in the same night. Then you have John Cena's last match with CM Punk. And then you had some other good sleeper matches in there. With Roman defending against who was it? It was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeated the Bloodline. That's when Sami Zayn was able to go to Saudi Arabia, which is a good feel good moment. So yeah, I'll go with Night of Champions.
All right,
and because Vengeance Night of Champions happened, I get the one where Chris Benoit no showed. So you don't have to take that on.
No. That's it.
I think there's a one night stand Extreme Rules too, isn't there? We'll have to see who gets custody of that one.
All right, this is hard. Do I want to close it? I'm going to close it out with a bang. But do I want to go with a 2 pay-per-view event or 1 pay-per-view event? And I think I'm going to pander a little bit here, and I'm going to go with the 1 pay-per-view event. I'm going to go with 2001 Invasion, and
that's a good one.
I think that is kind of more of the quality of it. It's a home run of a pay-per-view. It's what the Invasion could have been, but then the star power really dissipated really fast. But is it like dream matches to the fullest? No, because you don't get the Goldbergs, the NWOs, and all that stuff. But you do have a kick-ass match, and probably the best match of the night is Hardy RVD, and it solidified RVD.
And the main event, they're both great.
The main event was really good, yeah.
Right, so I was debating between this and Clash at the Castle because you had 2 really good Clash at the Castles, especially 2022. But I'm going to kind of go a little nostalgic here and go with Invasion.
The other one I was thinking when I took Valentine's Day Massacre was Tuesday in Texas.
Yeah, that was on my list.
For Jake and Savage.
But it's really not that good.
But it's not that good. But that match and moment is awesome. So it almost was worth it. But I had the cage and the song over Tuesday in Texas. But I think we hit all the big ones. I don't think there's any real...
that 91 is incredible. I can't wait for that on NoSo.
I don't think there's too many others lingering. I mean, we picked 24. That's a lot. No one took In Your House, Ryan. You thought someone would take it, but
yeah, I thought about it, but
I was close.
Yeah,
I think Payback.
I was debating
for a modern show.
Payback, yeah.
Payback's a good one. Yeah, I was thinking
Payback 13 is really good.
Yeah, I was gonna pick In Your House, but then you go back and really think about some of those matches, and besides Shawn Michaels versus Jeff Jarrett, in the lumberjack match, and not the lumberjack match, but Shawn Michaels versus Jarrett, and then you had Bret Hart versus Jean-Pierre Lafitte in another one, which is a good one. Bret Hart versus Hakushi in the first one. So you have a lot of good one-off good ones.
But the vibe is so cool.
It is.
Red and Bulldog is awesome.
Red Bulldog, yes, that's a good one too. And then Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at one of the In Your Houses. I think that's when they started to think maybe label them, but those were In Your House was never mind. They had a lot of good ones. So
it just got weird when they started labeling it, and then it got mixed to a Judgment Day, Bad Blood, and then
I think Valentine's Day Massacre is the official last In Your House.
In Your House.
That's what but for our purposes, we just said 1 through 6 because after that they started branding them with names, and I guess clues you with the Judgment Day and all that stuff mixed in. So I think the way we did it made sense. I think In Your House is probably one of the big outliers. I think you nailed it, Marcus, with Payback. That was one of the other ones I looked at a few times and thought about taking. But I think we got the bulk of the big stuff for sure. If we missed anything, let us know in the comments. You can also vote on who you think had the best draft. We'll run through our cards in a minute, but we're going to put up the poll on Facebook, Instagram, probably TikTok and YouTube. It'll be up there too. Just leave your thoughts in the comments or shout us out on social and let us know who you thought had the best draft. Ryan, do you want to kick off the recap with your draft?
For the audio listeners, this was my draft 1 through 6. First being WrestleMania, second being Money in the Bank, third Bad Blood, fourth No Way Out, fifth Stand and Deliver, and sixth Invasion 2001.
Jay had SummerSlam. He had King of the Ring, Backlash, Battleground, TLC, and Night of Champions. Then I had Royal Rumble, NXT TakeOver, Elimination Chamber, Extreme Rules, Judgment Day, and St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And Marcus, you have yours, so do you need me to go?
I sure do. Nope, I got him. I'm ready for the Survivor Series, One Night Stand, Vengeance, Fully Loaded, No Mercy, and In Your House Canadian Stampede.
All right, there you have it.
So the last round was single shows, 3 out of 4 of us.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I did look, Marcus, by the way, the last 2 one night stands were also dubbed Extreme Rules, but I think one night stand supersedes because we had the colon, then Extreme Rules. So you can take those 07 and 08. Well, I'll give you custody. All right, that'll do it. We'll be back in a couple weeks, 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there, another drafts. Always good to be back in the war room. Jay, I want to thank you for joining us, and Marcus, of course, as well. I'll be seeing you soon on WWE War. Check out everything here at the North South Connection on YouTube and all audio podcast forums. We have a lot of cool current day wrestling content. We preview all the PLE match by match, and we do post shows. And then, of course, we have all our classic wrestling content as well. And we're kind of closing in on our tribute to 1995 at NoSo 95 as well. So be sure to check out everything we have to offer. Jay, you want to give a quick plug of your work?
All my work, you can find it at the JT X Cruz on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and X. Follow me on all that.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, buddy. We will see you soon. Marcus, talk to you. Ryan, we're out. Keep on drafting. Talk to you soon.